Hi everyone, just another little short update. Got to put an order in for my chain. I'll just show you what's going on with this chain exactly. This is the original one that came with the bike. It's about 32 long, so I need my chain to be 32. You can see it's short, but the other thing is I need to be able to get my gears to go up onto this tooth here, which is 50. And the original chain it was on the bike would only go to about this gear here, which is about 32. So I've still got to get it up to here. So even though I need a bit longer chain to match that chain, I also need the chain to be long enough to get up onto this gear here. So I've got to work out exactly how much I'm going to have to use. I've used a dropper in here. This dropper takes it from a 42 to a 52. This is a 50, but that's what this little dropper does here. So it extend this arm down, bring it round so we're under the 50 like that. That's what he intended to do anyway, of sorts. I have to set that up. I have not really set this up yet, but I will do. And I've changed my other ring here. I've changed that from a 38. This is now a little red one, a 32. I'm going to try that one out, but I have got other different sizes. But you must got to remember, if you go for a bigger one than this one, then also the bigger you go, the bigger your chain's going to be. So you've also got to bear that in mind. So yeah, that's how that's going. Got the wheels in, got all the other bits and bobs done now, got the brakes on. Got me seat. In the end I decided to go with this seat. This is a gel seat. It's a lot better than the other seat that was on here. I haven't really made too many changes other than that really, because I've used this part. I've used some of the parts that came with the bike, and I've got my monitor laid up now. I've got my other little bits, got my silly little horn, bell, whatever you want to call it. That makes it legal now anyway. That's all it's for. I won't be using it, you know. Probably use it too hard, it'll probably break. It's only plastic. That's what usually happens with all the kids ones, doesn't it? So yeah, on this other side of the bike here, all the other bits and pieces. This is my upgraded ones, which I think I might have mentioned. They got 4 pistons instead of 2. There's a lot more power, lot more better braking on that. Oh, I fitted these on too now. Fitted those on, so we've got pedals on there. Yeah, it's coming on quite well. But on my next job, I want to put a rack on this bike. Now this is what they call a solid billet, this bit here. So it's solid, it's not hollow at all, solid. Same for these bits at the bottom, these are solid parts. And so is this part here. But my problem is, I've got a nice mudguard to put on this bike too. Trouble is with it, it goes that way. There's a little hole in there, that's for fitting it on this side. But as you can tell, if I wanted it to fit down here, this is where you would normally have it fitted. It's not quite far enough where I wanted it. I really wanted it back here really, but then I still needed the coverage here, so I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. But as you can see, I have got nowhere to fit no mudguard here or on this top one. Actually the top one, there is a hole there, so you probably could do something there. But then look at the other problem. Mudguard won't fit. See the problem there? It just won't fit. Now I don't really want it banging against here, so I could come up with a bracket idea. Trouble is I can't really do anything down the bottom here. I can do it here because I've got the hole here. You see my finger coming through, look. So I could do something here, but there's nothing I can do down here. See, there's a flat edge there. Well, that flat edge is not flat this side. There is no flat edge. Plus I wouldn't really want to be drilling holes in any of that. So my plan is, get the mudguard from it, it's caught somewhere. My plan is to come up with it. This is roughly how I really wanted it to be. Obviously it'd be higher. Of course, something's really sticking on the tyre. But yeah, I wanted to get it here somewhere, so I want it up about, and it's hard to get the angle right because it's kind of strange, isn't it? But I might have to just give this a little bit of a bend. I think I probably will get it with a bend, give me a bit of more of a curve on it without damaging it. So what I'm thinking of doing is having it about where it is now, not to worry too much about this side of it, but it will stop a lot of the mud coming up on the back of me. This here is a hollow tube, so what I'm thinking is I've got nowhere to put my, I like to have a rack. Basically I like racks. I'll get the rack quickly and just show you. I like using the racks. Yeah, I'll just show you quickly. So what my idea was, I'll just leave a bit of spring there. I've got to get rid of that spring. So my idea was to have my rack and find the position I want my rack, and then I would probably drill a hole about there for this one to go in. Same, exactly the same on the other side. And then I've got these here, these bits here, your bar can come across and you can do one here. So I just need to find a spot here where I want to drill a hole there and drill a hole there, and then do exactly the same on the other side. And then what I was thinking was, once this is fixed in place, because where that roughly where I said there's my height of my rack. Now I can't really alter the height of that, not really. What I was good thinking of doing was, where the mudguard is, make a bracket so the mudguard can be attached to the rack, and not worry about doing anything over here, just fixing that mudguard to this rack, because this rack will be supported there and it'll be supported there when I do that one. And the tool I've got for that, I got it's a riveting tool. So basically it puts the thread there, so you drill a hole and it rivets the thread rivet in, and that gives you your hole for where you want to fix. But I'm not going to go too big neither. I'm going to try and keep it as small as I can. Probably 3mm ones. I'm thinking of using the 3mm. So I think that's the way I'll go. I'll bring it back when I've got some of that done. You can see it then. See you in a bit.